First up, a quote on mindfulness. Do not dwell in the past. Do not dream of the future. Concentrate the mind on the present moment. Simple, yet powerful. Remember, the present moment is all we have, so make it count. This next one is for anyone going through a hard time. Buddha said, pain is certain, suffering is optional. This reminds us that while we can't avoid challenges, we have the power to choose how we react. Looking for happiness? Listen to this. Happiness does not depend on what you have or who you are. It solely relies on what you think. That's right. Happiness starts in the mind. Your work is to discover your world, and then with all your heart, give yourself to it. Compassion is an action word with no boundaries. Change is never painful. Only the resistance to change is painful. Peace comes from within. Do not seek it without. To understand everything is to forgive everything. Holding on to anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at someone else. You are the one who gets burned. In the end, only 3 things matter: how much you loved, how gently you lived, and how gracefully you let go of things not meant for you. If your compassion does not include yourself, it is incomplete. When you realize how perfect everything is, you will tilt your head back and laugh at the sky. A generous heart, kind speech, and a life of service and compassion are the things which renew humanity. To keep the body in good health is a duty, otherwise we shall not be able to keep our minds strong and clear. Believe nothing, no matter where you read it or who said it, no matter if I have said it, unless it agrees with your own reason and your own common sense. Meditation brings wisdom. Lack of meditation leaves ignorance. Know well what leads you forward and what holds you back, and choose the path that leads to wisdom. We are shaped by our thoughts. We become what we think. When the mind is pure, joy follows like a shadow that never leaves. If a man's thoughts are muddy, if he is reckless and full of deceit, how can he wear the yellow robe? Whoever is master of his own nature, bright, clear and true, he may indeed wear the yellow robe. An insincere and evil friend is more to be feared than a wild beast. A wild beast may wound your body, but an evil friend will wound your mind. Let us rise up and be thankful, for if we didn't learn a lot today, at least we learned a little. A gift consists not in what is done or given, but in the intention of the giver or doer. Anger will never disappear so long as thoughts of resentment are cherished in the mind. Anger will disappear just as soon as thoughts of resentment are forgotten. For soon, the body is discarded. Then what does it feel? A useless log of wood. It lies on the ground. Then what does it know? Your worst enemy cannot harm you as much as your own thoughts, unguarded. But once mastered, no one can help you as much, not even your father or your mother. However many holy words you read, however many you speak, what good will they do you if you do not act on upon them? To be idle is a short road to death, and to be diligent is a way of life. Foolish people are idle, wise people are diligent. In our lives, change is unavoidable, loss is unavoidable. In the adaptability and ease with which we experience change lies our happiness and freedom. The secret of health for both mind and body is not to mourn for the past, worry about the future, or anticipate troubles, but to live in the present moment wisely and earnestly. There is nothing more dreadful than the habit of doubt. Doubt separates people. It is a poison that disintegrates friendships and breaks up pleasant relations. It is a thorn that irritates and hurts. It is a sword that kills. A man is not called wise because he talks and talks again, but is he peaceful, loving and fearless, then he is in truth called wise. Better than 1,000 hollow words is one word that brings peace. To enjoy good health, to bring true happiness to one's family, to bring peace to all, one must first discipline and control one's own mind. You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection. What you are is what you have been. What you'll be is what you do now. One moment can change a day. One day can change a life. And one life can change the world. Your purpose in life is to find your purpose and give your whole heart and soul to it. You can only lose what you cling to. Just as a snake sheds its skin, we must shed our past over and over again. To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. Just as a candle cannot burn without fire, men cannot live without a spiritual life. A good friend who points out mistakes and imperfections and rebukes evil is to be respected as if he reveals a secret of hidden treasure. All that we are is the result of what we have thought. Imagine that every person in the world is enlightened but you. They are all your teachers, each doing just the right things to help you. Whatever words we utter should be chosen with care, for people will hear them and be influenced by them for good or ill. Let our words become seeds of kindness, sowing gardens of compassion in the hearts of all. An idea that is developed and put into action is more important than an idea that exists only as an idea. Ideas, when nurtured into action, become the bridges that connect dreams to reality, shaping the world we envision. Have compassion for all beings, rich and poor alike. Each has their suffering. Some suffer too much, others too little. In the tapestry of existence, let us weave threads of empathy, embracing the pain and joy that unites us all.